Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. The Cowboys are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. First down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wilson. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down now. Rushing. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Rushing. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Rushing. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Toss left to Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They run. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 3, check 3. Patch it, patch it. I'll go special, I'll go special.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 51 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.